We're going to move into our next piece, which is about writing arguments, but maybe our assistants can even help us either share out loud or help our participants write some arguments here. So really quickly, we just wanted to acknowledge that in the Common Core state standards, they use opinion to refer to argument writing in grades K through 5, and then later in grades 6 through 12, it becomes argument. So we just wanted to quickly acknowledge that the writers of the Next Generation Science Standards felt that it was really, really important for young learners to engage in argumentation. So that's why we are using the term argument when we are doing some of our writing today. So we just wanted to share that really briefly. Michael's going to drop a link in the chat that will take you to a document that has a little bit more information about the distinction there. So if you're curious about that, you can click on that resource. But let's go ahead and just spend the next few minutes writing out an argument. So we're going to focus on this question: what evidence did you find that sound makes vibration or that vibration makes sound? So again, we've shared orally, but let's see if we can write a couple arguments and share those in the chat box or out loud. So let's take just a minute to do that. It might take us a moment to write those things down in the chat box. And then we'll hear from a couple people. Great, so it looks like we're having some arguments come in the chat box. So I could feel the vibration on the string as I heard the sound made by the object. So that's some evidence that supports our claim that sound makes vibration. The movement or contact between two objects creates that sound. So again, some evidence that's supporting a claim that sound makes vibration. Great. Is there anybody else who would like to share out loud? Again, if you've got pre-writers in your class, you could always do this orally or do even a shared writing experience together. But anyone else want to share?
In a discussion, would it be fair to bring up sound waves and, more advanced topics, because I'm worried the little ones might not quite understand it.
Totally. Or, Absolutely. And that's actually a great question. And it's something I think we'll touch on a little bit when Rachel shares some of her experience in the classroom about doing some like interactive modeling that helped with that. But I think even the evidence that came through in the chat box and we shared orally is a great kind of progression and step towards getting there. Awesome.
I agree, Kelsey. If I can just chime in, I feel like for first graders, if they can get this idea that sound is a vibration, or maybe they say it as sound makes a vibration or a vibration makes sound, that's a huge concept, and that's a great idea for them to come away with. And if they start to refine their ideas by, oh, this vibration travels through things, and that's how we hear sound, that's great content level. And leaving it at that, I think, is just right for first grade.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel. And with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Fred for our last activity in this sequence.